Hello, beloved pioneer. Before you decide to skip or stop the video, or worse, crucify me for suggesting that Pi Network may be a scam, why don't you relax and watch the video as I provide some basic information about the deal? As a warning, I will not be like some other people who will direct you to their video for views. At this point, I believe it is only fair to examine things critically from a different perspective. If you think it's a waste of time, please stop watching. However, if you believe that knowing the truth or at least having some facts is important, then this video is for you. What do you think? I'll be speaking for millions of people mining Pi who may not be able to speak up, not because they can't, but because they don't want to look stupid and confirm what others have said about Pi. So brace yourselves, because there will be no holding back in this video. Before I forget, this video is not meant to discredit Pi or the project. I'm also mining Pi. So, haters, please leave your comments. Your comments, true pioneers, are also welcome and will be greatly appreciated and addressed. So, if you're ready for the ride, sit back, grab a cup of whatever you want, and put it on my bill. The truth has arrived. I've been getting questions and comments about the Pi Network's progress. I haven't given us enough information to make an educated guess about what's going on. Not because I couldn't, but because I needed to wait for the core team to actually start the project as planned, while gathering some facts that would either prove me wrong or show that we had all made mistakes. Or did we? Keep in mind that the purpose of this video is not to discourage you, but to empower you to make well-informed decisions based on the information provided. The Pi Network is currently in its third phase, having completed the second phase known as the testnet stage. This was the most exciting stage for all of us. We saw the creation of the Pi wallet, and pioneers were asked to begin transacting by sending test Pi to one another. Then came the promise of the actual network release known as the mainnet. The actual launch date has been pushed back from December 2021 to March 14, 2022. Still, it doesn't feel like we've made much progress. Some of you may argue that they kept their end of the bargain by releasing the mainnet at the end of 2021, but let's take a closer look. They introduced the closed mainnet and the open mainnet at the end of 2021. In other words, the launch was simply divided into two parts based on the core team. The closed mainnet was designed to allow only Pi holders to transact, but the Pi coin cannot be sold or transferred to anyone or any wallet outside the network. Why can't the pioneers do it? The answer is brief and straightforward. In fact, the answer is as simple as 3 letters, KYC. Because you have not been fully identified by the network, you are not permitted to transact outside of the network. However, because you have not been verified by the network, you are unable to transact even within the network. Is that a CAF? Let me explain in my own words. The core team is telling pioneers that we will open the mainnet in 2 stages, and that the first stage will allow pioneers to transact freely within the network and among themselves. However, I adore the word but. It appears in a sentence when you need to rearrange things. However, you will only be able to do so if you have completed the KYC process. Really? That is, nearly 85% of the 33 million pioneers can still do nothing on the launched mainnet. 85% of 33 million is actually more than 28 million pioneers. You have the catch. By the way, if you've completed KYC or know someone who has, please leave a comment in the section below. Pioneers will have more confidence that there are people out there who have done KYC in the past, as claimed. I'm sure many of you would like to know. Following the launch of the closed mainnet in December 2021, the core team continued to introduce barriers that will further limit pioneers while also keeping them engaged. They implemented the lockup. Wait a second. Yes, I am aware that this was mentioned the previous year. Here comes the but once more. However, the white paper had to be rewritten, or should I say amended, as the December white paper to accommodate these new constraints. What are the boundaries, you may wonder? I'd be delighted to tell you about them. They implement the lockup system. When the new mining mechanism is introduced, this is intended to help secure the network while also rewarding you in some way to increase your mining speed. This keeps pioneers interested because you have secured a piece of your Pi and are looking forward to receiving the reward. Take note that the lockup is stylishly required in order to secure your Pi. The importance of KYC is then emphasized once more. You will not be able to claim Pi mined by members of your team unless those members pass KYC. That makes sense. Is this another snag? KYC is not unusual or novel in this Pi network equation. Since 2020, it has always been mentioned. Don't get me wrong, I understand that KYC is required before you can transact on some cryptocurrency exchanges. This is my favorite part. However, there are many exchanges where you can simply register and begin trading without having to provide KYC. The only drawback is that the amount you can withdraw or transact on the peer-to-peer platform is limited. OX, Binance, they all work in this manner. I also understand that Pi network is not only not a cryptocurrency, but it also functions as an exchange. This much I am aware of and comprehend. Again, please leave a comment if you have completed your KYC or know someone who has. Better yet, since we're on the main net. Please leave a comment if you have done any type of transaction on the main net. We can't wait to see or hear from you. According to our sources, the KYC platform has been designed and launched. In other words, keep an eye out for it. At this point, I will speak for the majority of pioneers. I've been looking for it using the Pi browser. I have yet to see it or be able to enroll for KYC. I have a query. The core team has indicated that we can now perform the KYC, but we are still unable to do so. The reason given is that there aren't many human validators. You must first pass the KYC to become a human validator. Really? Once again, KYC. In my opinion, validators are required for KYC to be easily accessible. That word comes up again. However, in order to apply as a human validator in your country, you must have completed KYC. What exactly is going on? I've said enough for this video. This is my submission. It appears that a lot of it comes down to KYC and validators. However, interested validators are unable to apply because they must first complete KYC. Why doesn't the core team create a platform where pioneers can apply to be validators and those chosen will be Kai said right away? Then, once a large number of validators have been validated in all available countries, KYC can be officially released to the general public, with the assurance that there are sufficient validators to handle KYC requests in all regions. This method or approach, in my opinion, should have been implemented much sooner. Now we're told that we won't be able to access dApps until the second quarter of the year. The more time wasted on delays, the more it appears that the entire project is a sham. These processes can occur in phases that are precise, visible, and interactive, if you get my drift. One of the most contentious reasons people are accusing Pi network of being a scam is that AdMob is actually conducted through the Pi app. This simply means that they run advertisements on the app and are compensated for it. So, consider it. If 30 million devices run ads at some point and are paid nothing, the ads will generate $15 million each time. Take a deep breath and consider it. Is this the goal of the project? I'm just saying consider it. You cannot claim that you have not seen any of the advertisements. Yes, it is possible to disable it on your device. But how is the revenue generated spent? Where will it go? We require answers. We require responses. The comment section is currently open. Until the next time. You know what I'm going to say. Continue mining.